approach the week coming up against your old side?
Pretty normal. Definitely going to be strange running out against Hawthorn. I spent so long there. Can't thank the footy club enough for everything they did for me. But yeah, it's a new chapter in my life, and I'm really enjoying my time here at North Melbourne. It's a fantastic club. We've started the season really well, so pretty normal week. I caught up with a couple of old teammates during the week. We didn't really speak about footy too much, but yeah, it was good to see them. So yeah, really excited about tomorrow.
Did you envisage a time where you went to a new club and Alistair's eventually followed you there? Yeah, talk us through, I guess, how surreal that is, I guess.
Yeah, it is. It is strange how it all swings and roundabouts, and yeah, lucky enough to get an opportunity to play under Clarko. He's had enormous impact on my footy, but also my life outside footy. So, someone that I really look up to. He's taught me a lot about, as I said, footy, but also life as well. So, yeah, it's awesome that I get another opportunity to play the game that I love at such a great football club like the North Melbourne Football Club. So, yeah, when I hung the boots up, I didn't think this would be happening, and yeah, very grateful to get the opportunity again.
Have you noticed a difference between his coaching, maybe demeanour or anything like that, between the two clubs?
A little bit. I think all individuals evolve and develop at various stages throughout their life. I think he's come in, we all know what his great strengths are. His work ethic and his passion for the game is second to none. Tactically, he's an outstanding coach, but yeah, he's very similar. He's nice and relaxed. We love seeing him down on the bench like he was last weekend, getting around the boys, and yeah, he's coaching really well, and yeah, we're very lucky to have him at the North Melbourne Football Club.
How have you seen him preparing against his old side, and is there any extra motivation?
No, I haven't seen any extra. We just approached it like a normal week. Yeah, so no real difference coming up against his old side, to be honest.
Have you had any pre-game banter from your old teammates?
Not really, no. I caught up with still got a couple of really good mates at Hawthorn, Luke Bruce and James Sicily. We almost text every second day or whatever, but not normally about footy. So there's been no banter yet. There's still time. I might send them a couple of text messages after I finish here, but yeah, no banter as yet.
Talk us through, I guess, you say you hung up the boots, and how are you convinced to come back? What was that process there to convince you that North was a good place to finish the career off?
Yeah, when I hung up the boots at Hawthorn, the time was right. As I said, Hawthorn has been a massive part of my life, and very grateful for everything that football club did for me. Actually, initial talks with North Melbourne were more based around life after football. I wanted to get into recruiting and list management, so I'd sat down with Brady Rawlings, and there was an opportunity there. But once Clarko got the job, I was one of the lucky ones where I was able to retire. My body was still feeling really good, and I was still passionate about playing. So once this opportunity come up to continue playing, happy to help out the footy club in any way possible. It's all about developing these young kids and getting a few games into them. So if that means that I have to go back to the VFL or I can be an on-field coach for a period of time, I'm happy to do that. So yeah, really enjoying my time here.
You've had a pretty up and down 2 weeks, or mostly up really. So a lot of emotions in that West Coast game, and then probably even more in that Freo game, especially with that ending. How do you guys keep things in check during the week and keep backing up with another performance?
Yeah, I guess that's the challenge of AFL football. Try to keep a pretty balanced approach where your highs are never too high and your lows are never too low. And to win the first 2 games is really exciting, but we know we've still got a long way to go. We're not there yet. We're still learning a new game style. We've got a number of new guys that have come into the side. So yeah, we're definitely not getting ahead of ourselves, and we know we've got a long way to go, and we're working towards that.
Have you got a personal motivation to prove a point, given the Hawks didn't see you as part of their future?
Absolutely not. As I said earlier, I can't thank the Hawthorn Football Club for everything they did for me, and this is a new chapter in my life now, and my motivation is to help North Melbourne win the next premiership. So whichever way possible, I'm definitely, maybe unless we win it this year, I'm probably not going to be playing in it, but in any way that I can help develop these younger guys as quick as possible to help North Melbourne achieve their next piece of silverware, I'm happy to help out. So that's my number one motivation. It was my number one motivation to come back and play AFL football.
You've seen that with Hawthorn when you were there. They were probably at that level, and at your level now, I guess, when Alistair first came in and he's built it up to a dynasty. Do you feel like he's capable of doing that, a similar kind of job here?
Yeah, absolutely. There's definitely some similarities amongst the group and amongst the footy club, and I've witnessed firsthand how quickly it can happen. I think Hawthorn missed the finals we're a bottom 4 side, and then within 3 years, after a good couple of drafts where they got Ruffy, Jordan Lewis, Lance Franklin, they were contesting a premiership. So it can happen very quickly, and we've seen even with our last draft, a few of the guys we brought into the football club are going to be top quality players for a long period of time. So there is a few similarities, and hopefully we can progress at a similar rate that Hawthorn did.
What do you make of Clarkson's decision to fly home separately from the team charter?
Yeah, I think Clarko addressed that yesterday. I'm probably not in a position to really comment on that. My sole focus this week has been on playing football. So, I think he addressed that yesterday.
Not many people would have predicted North to be 2-0 at the start of the season. What do you reckon you would put that down to see you guys where you are now?
Well, it's a number of different things. I think over pre-season, we've had a great pre-season. Our strength and conditioning coach, Johnny Layden, and Kev White, who heads up our fitness as well, have done a great job to get the boys' bodies in shape. Also, I think the buy-in from the players to the approach that they approached with the new coach to learn his game plan and invest in learning that how we want to go about it. So it's a number of different things, and it's reward for effort, I guess, to see those wins on the board and see the improvement, from last year to this year.
As Ben mentioned, 2 big wins coming in as favourites now. How do you ensure the young players stay grounded?
Well, we've got a number of senior guys around the group as well. So, as I spoke about earlier about AFL football, you never really want to get too high or get too low. So, staying balanced and approaching each week as it comes. And this is a new challenge for us. North Melbourne hasn't been in this position for a while. We're coming into a game as favourites. We're just seeing it as a new challenge. And there's definitely no worries amongst this group about the younger guys getting ahead of themselves. They're all fantastic characters and all work really hard.
And you're currently standing on Karen Thomas's old home ground. Are any of the players keeping in touch with him in his time away from the club? Yeah,
absolutely. He's one of our teammates, so we want to look after him. But it's Todd and Jen are looking after that. And as players, our job is to support him as much as possible. And the guys are in contact with him.